Peace, love, and light, Soul Tribe. It is Sabria Manay, the Sirian Mermaid, and welcome back to another transmission. Today, I'm getting a strong energy of a passed on loved one or someone that you're very close to from your past. This is a family member for sure, a loved one. You knew this person as a child. They may not be incarnate right now, like present. They may have crossed over recently or just in the past. I am seeing the Six of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. I see someone is grieving. Oh my goodness. This energy shifted here. Okay. I'm seeing the grieving process taking place. I do see gifts are being exchanged. So this is definitely like a season of celebration, but also nostalgia is flowing in. Memories of childhood, of the past. The good and the bad and the in-between. But yeah, you may be feeling a bit unbalanced, overwhelmed, just kind of like having trouble focusing, having trouble making a choice or moving in your life. You may feel a little stagnant or around certain people or just where you kind of generally are, so to speak. I'm getting that you have an ancestor or a passed on loved one who is kind of fierce. They have like a fire sign energy, or they're like a older, like they were like a boss energy, right? Like this is like a figure, authority you look up to. 212 on the clock, so 5. They're all about change. They could have been a life path 5 or born on a vibration 5 day, so that could be the 5th, the 14th, the 23rd. So any number of, like, they have a lot of 5s. Number associated in their numerology chart or their life path, like their credit card information. Like, I know that's random, their phone number had a lot of 5s in it, like something. Their life is very 5 coded. This is like an adventurer person, someone who would challenge the status quo, someone who could guide you if you felt you were being led astray, someone who's like, no, we're not going to stand for that, you know. So strong, fiery energy. And this is a person who was a leader. And they basically, I don't want to put it in this way, but it felt like they're almost, I'm not trying to put anything on you guys that's like, oh, low vibrational, but I just feel like they're a little disappointed with you, just a little bit, about something that you're doing or something that you were doing or working on, or you stopped working on it and they want you to keep going. They're like, no. If they were here, they would tell you, don't stop. Why are you stopping? What's going on? You know, and it may be because you're taking time and you're being kind to yourself. You're trying to grieve, you're trying to release, you're trying to, but I think there is some self-coping that is hindering your growth and your progression. Okay, so whether that's you're not allowing yourself to feel, allow yourself to feel it, allow yourself to work through it, allow yourself to fall apart so you can come back together. Okay, because it's gonna be okay. I saw 108 on the clock, and that means everything will be okay. I learned that from years ago. I was still in I think I was still in high school or something. I had a Lyft ride. It was years ago, but I had a driver, and was it Uber? Anyway, the driver was like, everything will be okay. Like, she had a little note in there for her passengers, and it was so comforting. It was so sweet. It was so high vibrational. But anyway, she taught me that 108 is like, it's gonna be okay, or 1008, you know, however the sequence comes together. The 1, the 0, the 8. All right. And everything will, all prophecy will be fulfilled. And that means the divine, God, source, however you say, will honor the covenant, will honor the fulfillment of your blessings and your abundance. You just got to lean into it. You know, I think a lot of times it's hard in the journey because there's a lot of us, I've done so many readings, guys. And there's many of us that are so powerful. Like, I'm uncovering all these gifts. I'm like, you're good at this, you're great at that, you're amazing. Like, you could do this line of work or however it manifests, but you have this kind of aura to you, or this spirit. You carry this energy. And I feel like there's many amongst us, we're so powerful, but I think a lot of us get scared. And I think we attach to things that make us feel comfortable because we're intimidated by our own greatness. We're intimidated by the greatness that God has infused and imprinted an impression upon the fabric of our soul, webbed and interwoven and threaded within our DNA. And I think a lot of us get fearful of ascending to such high heights that we can't relate to no one no more. We can't enjoy the same things. We have to deal with more money, more problems. You know, all these kinds of things. That's not for you to worry about. You're just, you are not here to worry, okay? Because that's spending energy. That's a waste of energy, because you're spending it worrying about what you're spending time creating with your powerful mind. You're envisioning the worst possible outcome occurring for you. You're imagining the worst and speaking or thinking that over your own life. There is no need to worry. If this path is for you, if you feel an urgency, a calling, like a pushing, you feel a distaste for the vices and the low frequencies and the fakeness of this world. That's not your world. There's a whole other realm. You could be in this world. I mean, here we are on earth, but you don't have to be of it because it's in you. It's not on you. So you got to tap into what's in you, not what's on you. I put this makeup on. I adorn my vessel because I love myself and I love and honor what God has given to me. But by no means am I saying this is the pinnacle, this is the everything about me, is how I present. No, I'm what's in here. I'm just trying to reflect that on the outside, right? So I can reflect, I can emanate this vibration, and I pull that from other people. Because we are now, just by presenting ourselves on a higher level, no, I feel like this. I don't want to wear these clothes, or I don't want to drink that drink, or I don't want to eat that kind of food. I always get backed up, or like I'm breaking out. I don't feel good. I have no energy to do anything that I set out to do. Or I have no imagination. My creativity is shot because I'm not pouring in the healthy things into my system. So it's like I can't even get the God energy flowing throughout me. That God is power. Come on, team. We're too good to be living and swimming in filth. All right? It's time to raise up. And we ain't got all this time to just be hanging around scratching our behinds. Right? Your life is serious. Your life is not a game. It's not a joke. And yes, you're meant to laugh and you're meant to smile, but I'm channeling your loved one. They're not playing about you. They're like, look, I understand you down, I understand, but I'm not playing with you. I'm gonna need you to recognize who you are. I'm gonna need you to act like you know. I'm gonna need you to step up into this calling, and you're getting the blessings. You're getting, I heard scholarships. You could be in school. If you want to go to school or go back to school, I don't care what your age is in earth years. I don't care how many earth years you got tacked on to you. Go back to school. If you're really young, you can get scholarships. You could do the transition programs, love. You could do that's kind of basically what I did, because I skipped middle school. I mean, some people know this, but I skipped middle school. I went straight to high school and then college. Anything you want to do, if you have a vision for your children, you feel like, whoa, my child is great, but I don't feel comfortable putting them in this public school system, or I don't feel comfortable, subjecting them to certain environments, but I don't know the way. You're gonna find the way. You just have to lean into what you felt was offered, what you felt was higher and greater for them. Take initiative, lean into it. Just as you admire that loved one or that ancestor or that really important figure in your life, be that for yourself and be that for the world. And when you're that for yourself, you're that for the world. So it's all about embodying your power. This isn't to say, oh my goodness, I got a lot of silky silk going on. But this is so you can take an inner journey. Because there's someone here, you're playing a little bit in your power, my friend. You're playing a little bit. You're getting caught up in the dramas and the, you know? I think it's easy to escape what your calling is and going deep, doing that deep dive and taking on those challenges because you're escaping that to get engaged with the world or the family conflicts. And this is a time for you to stay focused, not to get all in the craze of it all, right? Don't fall for it. These people, these low vibrational frequencies, these substances, these whatever it is, these subliminal programmings, these TV shows, the whatever, this matrix, okay? These people, these things are predictable. You read about these people in the Quran. You read about these people in the Bible. You see these people every day, right? And that's not to exalt, oh, I'm exalted over all the rest, but you're choosing to be better. You're being called to choose better because you are better than what this world is showing, what this world is emanating, what this world is bathing in. You're supposed to be bathing in them high vibrational milk baths in a spiritual sense. You're not supposed to be swimming in swine defecation. All right? We don't throw no pearls to no swine. So why do we have precious diamonds and jewels swimming around? And that, return to sender. Like, return it all. No, because guess what? You have serious blessings and fortune that's assigned to your life. But look, man, you're defensive. You're evading it. You're allowing distractions to come in, right? But when you lock into this path and you do the energetic protection and you clear and you purge and you move silent, you move in alignment, you take all of that to source, right? Because it's all one, right? A lot of us, we got it wrong. We think it's all separate, and that's why we have all this contention and division. We're not separate. At the highest level, we are one. Separation is an illusion, right? And because we all create these different realities, time is a construct. It's literally whatever you want to relate it to. Because on this side of the world, people live much slower than this side of the world. On this side of the world, we don't do that over here on like this side of the world. Everyone's moving slow or fast or however the things go. And I'm going to tell you, don't wait. Don't wait for the new year and the new month and the new me and you are you now. That's the only new you're going to get is now. It's a simple vowel change, the E to the O, neo. That's you, meow. Now, right now, not tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There's only now. Life is a consistent stitch, a threading of a series of now, but it's all now. It's all your lifetimes are happening simultaneously. We just perceive it in this third dimension as separate realities, as separate lifetimes. But time is a construct. You can bend time. You can bend it and stack it. It's space. It's energy. And so I say that to say, because I know I'm getting pretty quantum, I'm getting pretty 5D-ish, right? You know what many people call the woo-woo stuff. You know, it's energy, right? And a lot of the elites and people of the, you know, high-ranking people in this world, whether that's serving high vibrational things or to keep others in a low vibration, whatever side of the fence this person's playing on, the people who are in power or have a lot of power understand this, understand how energy works, because they're not scared, right? They're projecting out images and concepts of fear for us to absorb and to believe that is our world. So we don't awaken into the reality of what really is. That is love, it's oneness, it's truth, it's math, it's art, it's science, it's all the one. And it's time for you to tap into the infinite source of power and abundance that's instantly accessible through you. But the only way To go through it is to go through you. Not to contend with external projections of your shadow, internal shadow, and to engage your shadow with another. That's enjoining yourself to darkness and death. And you didn't come here to go out like that. Your life has honor and fortune attached to it. I would accept your gifts, I would accept your calling, and I would lean into what your guides are telling you because they love you. And they don't want you to sit here and grieve through this season. Not longer than you have to. They don't want your grief to be the reason you don't step into this power. They don't want the contentions and the disagreements and the monitoring spirits and the Jezebels and Leviathans and all of the foolishness. They don't want that to be the reason that you don't become as great as you are. They just want you to do simple, translate your greatness, your 5D, your soul, your true self. Translate your purity and your powerful soul. Translate your essence through every dimension. Right? Not just the 5th dimension, not just the 3rd. You got the 4th. We've got like 12 dimensions at least. There's a lot of dimensions to our existence. And we're only seeing things, a lot of us are just seeing things from this 3rd dimension, this physical world. There's a whole world, worlds beyond. You could create one. You are one, in fact. You could do anything, anything. So when it comes to the day-to-day, when you realize where you are in this whole big picture, when you put it into perspective, putting in that work for yourself and doing that inner work, these things, the baby steps to this, but they're small. It's small compared to, like, when you see it for what it truly is, doing one self-honoring act, well, that's got to be a piece of cake. It's all about your perspective and what you allow yourself to believe once you realize that you've been taught to believe certain things about yourself in your life. But no, we're all connected, and we don't speak of those who have passed on as dead. We carry them in our hearts and our spirits, and I'm telling you, that presence lives on. That energy lives on. And again, this body is containing the soul. But I don't own this. This is God's, right? So I go back to the oneness. But the oneness is ever present, you see. So I'm not separate. I'm not away from. I'm always with those that are of the high vibration. I'm always with those that are of God. So when I lose the greatness, the good, the godliness, so to speak, by my physical perception, I've lost the physical representation of this soul, right? Where does the energy go? I mean, it's not created nor destroyed. It hasn't left. It just takes another form. But God is all and all is God. Allah. It's all one, guys. So let your heart be comforted and let your heart be encouraged in this moment. And I'm sending you so much love and healing light as you process whatever it is you've got to process. But know that this too shall pass, and this too must pass, because you've got a whole life ahead of you through the now, right? Through the now. So I leave you with peace and love, and I encourage you to subscribe to join our High Vibe Soul Tribe, to like the video if you want to see more transmissions like this. Guys, I channel juicy love messages, I channel spiritual messages, money, career, all kinds of things, whatever spirit is calling me to tap into, whatever Most High is leading me and guiding me through, I will answer the call, and I will be, you know, as clean and pure a vessel as I can be to get these messages out for you. I also offer personal readings for your situation. Okay, and the link to that is down below, where you can check out my one-on-one live call sessions. I also do recorded readings, so I'll get it back to you within a certain amount of time. I'll send you a private video link. We do it all over here, guys, right? Because remember, there's no limit. You're infinite, I'm infinite, we're infinite, and peace.